Hi friends, welcome to Wonder Tales. Once upon a time, there was a small town. There lived a teacher named Gopal. He was a kind and rich at heart. He loved his students, his small home, and his wife Meera. He lived a peaceful life with his wife in their small house. But life doesn't always move in a straight path. One day, Gopal and his wife went to the market. It was raining heavily. While returning from the market, their car met with an accident. Unfortunately, Meera didn't survive. Gopal survived the accident, but it felt like his whole world had fallen apart. Only the memory of his beloved wife remained. His house became an empty shell, and the smile on his face disappeared. Days turned into nights, nights into morning. Everything felt the same. He stopped teaching and stopped meeting friends. Slowly, he began to believe that his life had no meaning. Days passed like this. One day, Gopal went to the park. Gopal was sitting on the bench in the park. An elderly man, around 70 years old, sat on the other side of the bench where Gopal was sitting. Seeing Gopal sitting sadly, the old man spoke to him. The old man said, "You look like a man carried a heavy bag." Gopal gave a weak smile and said, "This is not a bag. This is my whole life." The old man nodded and said, "Do you know the difference between a burden and a lesson?" Gopal shook his head and said no. The old man said, "A burden will crush you, but a lesson will shape you." The secret is that you can turn a burden into a lesson. Before Gopal could respond, the old man got up and walked away. But those words took deep root in his mind. That night, Gopal couldn't sleep. He kept thinking, "Can my pain teach me something?" The next day, he opened his old notebook and wrote, "Step 1. Go out of the house." It was a small thing, but he did it. He went for a short walk. The next day, he walked a little more. He started cooking for himself instead of skipping meals. Slowly, the weight he carried felt lighter, though it never disappeared. A week later, at the market, one of his old students saw him. The boy said, "Sir, we miss you." For the first time in months, Gopal felt a bit of joy in his heart. That night, he decided to start teaching again. He wasn't working full time, so he decided to teach for a little while as a voluntary at the community library. He didn't get much pay, but that didn't matter. The children's smiles and the curiosity reminded him of Meera. Instead of running away from memories, he began to share them. As the months passed, Gopal was still sad, but something had changed in him. He learned that healing is not about erasing pain, it's about carrying it in a better way. One Sunday, he went back to the park where he met the old man. To his luck, the old man was sitting there again. Gopal smiled and said, "You are right. I turned my burden into a lesson." The old man asked with a smile, "Then what have you learned?" Looking at the distant mountains, Gopal said, "The mountain we have to climb is not outside, it's within us. With every step we take, we discover our own strength." The old man nodded. "That's right. Hard times are not permanent. Only strong hearts are permanent. That night, Gopal returned home, feeling the cool breeze on his face and listening to the rustling of the leaves. Life was still uncertain. Sometimes the pain returned, but now he had a new hope. From this, he learned take the first small step, turn pain into purpose, and most importantly, learn to move forward in life by letting go of the pain. If you like this story, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. See you in the next video.